Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we've got some Tarkir Dragonstorm reveals. So before the big reveals tomorrow, there was an exclusive card revealed and some art that has already been shown. Now these were shown to the Black Lotus VIPs at MagicCon. They've managed to leak out of the lounge. I don't know if people are meant to share them or not, but either way, they're out there. So we're going to be looking at them now. And there's some pretty awesome stuff so far. I'm also going to briefly cover, everything that we know about Dragonstorm so far. So then before the reveals tomorrow, you guys are ready. So let's get into it. Before we do though, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you share the video around, all that kind of stuff. We're on our path to 25,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I'm really hoping we can hit that. And the thing is that, this could be the last video you see from me because the algorithm might throw me away from you guys. So make sure you subscribe so you make sure you get all of this stuff as soon as possible. So, Tarkir Dragonstorm, we're revisiting Tarkir. It's a 3-color base set, and the return of the clans, the Dragonstorms, it's Dragonstorms going on in the background, and dragons obviously too. We've got Sarkhan coming back. The Dragonstorms obviously have gone all across the multiverse and are basically kind of pumping out dragons everywhere into random planes. So we're trying to figure out what's going on there. Ugin's back as well, that we're going to see him. And there's a new Ghost Flame variant of cards that looks absolutely amazing, and I love it. We also know that there is going to be 5 different commander decks, one for each of the 3-color wedges. So we've got Abzan, Jeskai, Mardu, Sultai, and Tima decks for commander. So getting into the new card that was revealed, so this is a Narset Jeskai Waymaster. First of all, she looks so much older than the last time we've seen her, so the dragon's getting around all the place must have really aged her, unfortunately. So she is Jeskai, obviously, colors. And then at the beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, you draw cards equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn. So, that is... Keep in mind that is cast, so, you can't actually storm off, but it's going to be one of those kind of big stormy turns where not necessarily using the actual mechanic storm, but where you're casting heaps of cards on your turn, and then boom, now you're drawing a whole bunch at the end step to kind of refill your hand, which is really, really cool. I really like that. I think it's a really kind of unique design into kind of some implications as well. So this is the full art for it, which is great. I love it. It's really cool. Into some implications, obviously wedges, which we already knew, and Narset still in charge of, or at least, a big person within the Jeskai faction. The clans are reformed most likely, and the Jeskai is most likely going to be based around prowess and spellslinger. Given the fact that, prowess was such a big thing with Jeskai originally, it makes a lot of sense, and her ability here is very much into that kind of, cast non-creature spells to kind of, and then you dump your hand, refill it. It's a relatively simple and straightforward rare legendary, which is nice. I love that, it's just one ability. It's an ability that you can easily abuse, but it's just one ability on this rather than, this plus, potentially ward plus potentially, if you cast something, blah, 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 whatever. This works incredibly well with the Foundations and Aether Drift Izzet cards as well. Foundations being Spellslinger, and then Aether Drift had like the whole discard synergy. So this works really well with those two, where obviously this is going to work just great within standard for them. So on to the other stuff, we've got these. So these are 5 different Dragonstorms. So I very likely think that these are going to be one for each of the color wedges. And we're going to get, a cycle of very likely mythic Dragonstorms. Now these could be kind of just normal arts or something. If they're like, if I guess the square goes across like this for it. Or it could be like a bigger card, like, looking at a kind of battle or something like that. Previously, I guessed that there was going to be battles in Aether Drift. Obviously, we didn't see that, so I'm not going to be guessing that again. But these would look nice, like kind of blown up. But I don't think that one, but this one here is interesting. Like, I guess you've got to kind of cut it across this way, or it could be just like full art like this. So I assume this is like the Jeskai one. Maybe Sultai there. We've got, actually, no, that's more likely Sultai there. Very interesting Dragonstorms. Like, so this one, so the names of them, this is Encroaching Dragonstorm. We've got Teeming Dragonstorm. We've got Roiling Dragonstorm. And then we've got this one here, very, very Mardu, I think. That's kind of screaming Mardu. Also very interesting that this one seems like a very different art style to the other ones as well. Maybe that's just me. Or maybe there's just one per color, maybe. I don't know. And then we've got, so wait, was it just those? 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe I've missed one here. Let me just bring it up real quick. So these are over from Blue Sky. Yeah, so there was one more, which was, whoop, here we go. Look at that. Boom, you get to see behind the curtains for a second there. So this one here is a corroding Dragonstorm. Actually, that's more likely to be Sultai, I guess, because of the corroding name. So then we've got this last image here. They used this a few times before, but it's kind of like the big Magicon image. But what I kind of noticed here, and maybe people have previously noticed this, is down here, this looks like Zergo, I think his name is, which was one of the previous clan leaders, which is interesting because he did show up with him and Ojutai, I think his name was, and yeah, Zergo Helm Smasher. So maybe these are the 5 different kind of clan leaders here, because you know this one here could be Narset, maybe. I don't know what that means for, like, you know, Anna Fenza. Anna Fenza, obviously, when they did the time traveling and stuff like that, she came back and she was a spirit in Dragons of Tarkir. Surak's still kicking around, so maybe that's Surak over there, but it looks kind of thinnish to be Surak. And then Sidisi, I don't know. Maybe some of them have been replaced as well. This could be Sidisi over here, actually. Maybe some of them have been replaced. You know, it's been a while since we've been to Tarkir, but we'll see. Oh, there's the corroding Dragonstorm. I just had it in the wrong order. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think of, 1, the Dragonstorms. 2, what you think of this art here. Do you think this is the 5 different clan leaders or something like that? And what you think of this new Narset. It looks really cool. I'm really excited for it. That's it for today. Have a great day and goodbye.